The halt of a luxury hotel project on one of Milos's most iconic beaches has sparked a wave of relief among environmental advocates and raises urgent questions about the future of development on Greece's treasured islands. This isn't just about one construction site. It's about preserving the very landscapes that make places like Milos beloved worldwide. But here's where it gets controversial. Can Greece truly balance booming tourism with safeguarding its fragile natural heritage? Authorities on Milos, a gem of the Cyclades known for its stunning volcanic scenery, announced the suspension of a 5-star hotel built on the island's famed Moon Beach. This beach, famous for its otherworldly, crater-like formations sculpted over millions of years, draws photographers and travelers from around the globe. Often praised as one of the most breathtaking coastlines, not just in Greece, but on the planet. The municipality's planning department revoked the building permit after a detailed inspection revealed that key approvals and required documents had not been properly submitted. The municipal council stressed, no construction can move forward without fully meeting legal and environmental standards. Milos's mayor, Manolis Michaelis, had faced rising public backlash ever since heavy machinery appeared on site earlier this year, symbolizing broader fears that unchecked development might irreparably damage the island's unique character. The proposed resort's architect Dimitris Vayanos, an academic leading the local citizen group Save Ios, put it bluntly. This decision is positive, but really just a small step forward. He explains that thousands of stakeholders are pushing to turn these small islands into construction hubs. Currently, around 50 hotels are actively being built on Milos alone, overwhelming the island's capacity. This raises a critical point. Is this development sustainable or simply a reckless race to exploit tourism demand? Greece is experiencing record tourist numbers. Last year, 36.1 million visitors flooded the country, nearly quadrupling its resident population. While this boom boosts the economy, it also ignites an alarming construction surge that threatens fragile island ecosystems like those found in the Cyclades. Much of this growth is powered by Greek and international investors capitalizing on a vibrant construction sector that took off following Greece's economic crises 15 years ago. Vayanos, who is also a finance professor at the London School of Economics, notes how this started. Shepherds and farmers began selling land plots during the crisis, which investors quickly snapped up. As they amassed more properties, it became increasingly difficult for authorities to enforce zoning laws. He stresses that Greece's Environment Ministry must adopt a much stricter stance to protect both the island's cultural heritage and natural beauty, especially now that the economic crisis has largely passed. Water shortages and ecological stressors due to overbuilding, most notably from the excessive number of swimming pools, have put unprecedented strain on island resources. In the face of worsening climate change, which threatens to raise temperatures to alarming levels, experts are calling for a shift towards sustainable tourism models. Dimitris Karavelis, General Director of WWF Greece, described the Milos project stoppage as just the tip of the iceberg. He warns that the very identity of Greece's island archipelagos is at risk unless there is firm control over the overdevelopment and unchecked tourism impacts. He asks a tough question. What about the many other constructions that go unnoticed and unchallenged? Without active planning and strict rules, are we watching these islands lose their character forever? As public resistance grows and grassroots organizations mobilize, victories like the Milos case have gained significant attention. However, campaigners caution that monitoring all these projects is nearly impossible given the country's slow judicial process and the rapid pace of development. The Supreme Administrative Court often steps in to overturn controversial decisions, but it remains a struggle to keep up. A notable example came in 2019, when residents near Athens' Acropolis successfully challenged a controversial 10-story hotel that threatened the historic skyline. The court ordered the removal of the top 2 floors, But even 6 years later, those flaws remain intact, highlighting a gap between rulings and enforcement. This ongoing tension poses an essential debate. How can Greece reconcile the unstoppable momentum of tourism-driven growth with the urgent need to safeguard its irreplaceable natural and cultural landscapes? Should stricter laws and faster enforcement be prioritized? Or is there a middle ground that can satisfy economic and environmental concerns alike? We invite readers to weigh in and share their perspectives on this critical issue.